he will be talking about grateful hearts and responsible actions, which is also the theme of our school this year.
This is the house of Allah. If you make people feel comfortable to come here, you get a full reward for everything they do when they come here.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today is a special day. We are about to meet someone who has helped millions of people around the world understand Islam, find peace, and become better human beings. Even though he is someone we all know and deeply respect, I still want to take a moment to formally welcome our esteemed guest. His presence brings a sense of peace, positivity, and joy to every room he enters. And today, we are honored to have him here at IKTMC. To share more about his background, he began learning the Quran at a very young age, just like many of us. He also studied Islamic sciences in India, Saudi Arabia, and the Philippines. He's well trained to help us improve our lives through faith and wisdom. He also studied Sharia law at the Islamic University of Medina, one of the most respected institutions in the Muslim world. Beyond his academic achievements, his character and impact speaks volumes. He has served as an ambassador for various humanitarian organizations, including Abdullah Aid, helping communities in need across the globe. And despite all his accomplishments, he remains incredibly humble. His videos have been watched by millions of people around the world. He's been named one of the most influential Muslims in the world many times. His messages cover many topics from kindness and honesty to dealing with hardship, staying strong in faith, and living with purpose. But at the heart of it all, he reminds us to stay close to Allah. So, welcome Ismail Mufti Menk, and please be seated. And welcome all our other guests. Thank you so much for coming. So it is a school tradition. Whenever we start our ceremonies or anything, we will start with the Quran recitation. May I please invite 2C Bilal to do the Quran recitation for us. 2A.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 152, Allah says, "So remember me, I will remember you, and be grateful to me and do not deny me." So basically, this verse teaches us that when we remember Allah, He remembers us in return. Showing gratitude strengthens our connection with Him and brings blessings into our lives. So it's a reminder to keep our hearts thankful and our actions sincere. Sadaqallahul Azim.
Jazakallah Bilal. And now, we all have been waiting for this moment. And trust me, the wait was worth it. I believe everyone is more than excited after I shared our guest biography. He will be talking about grateful hearts and responsible actions, which is also the theme of our school this year. After our guest speaker has shared his insights, there will be a Q&A session. So without further ado, please join me in giving a warm IKTMC welcome to our honorable guest today, Mufti Ismail Menk. Please, can I just... Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Why am I always excited when I come to this beautiful school? Do you remember I came the last time? Yeah. MashaAllah. I'm excited because you're excited. MashaAllah. Amazing. The verse that was read earlier, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ, Allah is saying, remember me and I will remember you. You walk towards the Almighty and you find a lot of goodness. I just want to touch on that for a moment, and inshallah it will be beneficial. Firstly, you all want to pass with A grades. Am I right? What's the highest you can get? Do they call it A plus or A star? 5? Wow. May Allah bless you with that and more. Ameen. So everyone wants to pass with flying colors. But you need to remember one thing. There is a certain characteristic that you would actually need to qualify that. What's the point of having someone who's so intelligent, they pass on the highest level, they have top results, but they don't know how to talk to others. They think they speak and make them feel small, they belittle people, they don't help someone, they have no character, they don't care, they don't think of community and society, there is no empathy. When they look at the little animals or birds or the environment, they don't even think about it, but in the classroom they are stars. Wow. Is that good enough? Woo. Some are saying, yeah, you need help, my brother. So I tell you what, we are taught to be developed on all aspects, or in all aspects of our living. Not just educationally, I'm a top student. Do you make people feel important? Ask yourself the question. You might say, I don't, because they don't make me feel important. I am not going to make someone feel important only because they make me feel important. No, someone has to empower the other. We all come from different homes. Some of you are wealthy. Some of you might not be so wealthy. Some of you have very few struggles in life. Some have a few more struggles in life. Some of you have single parents. Some of you might be orphaned. Some of you might not have those conditions. They might have both parents. Some, their parents are fighting every day, and some, their parents are not. They get along very well. You don't know what the next person is going through. So you have to look at yourself and always try to empower the other. That's what it is. How can I empower them when I myself am not powerful? That's the point. You don't realize how much power you have until you start empowering others. Does it cost you to be kind, to smile? It doesn't cost you to smile. We should be smiling, mashallah, and not just randomly anytime you're in the bathroom and you sing. You go to, when there's someone in front of you, have a pleasant expression. It breaks so much of ice. It actually makes a difference in the world. We're living in a community where people are so busy with their own lives. I landed in Hong Kong yesterday, and mashallah, it's a very busy airport. And everyone knows what they're doing, and everyone's following the boards, and everyone's trying to get to the immigration and look for their bags. Very few people actually spare a moment to be a little bit acknowledging. I'm not even saying kind or anything, acknowledging of other people. It's a disease we face. We need to make a difference. Acknowledge people, at least by smiling at them. You might want to. It makes a big difference. It changes everything. So for us today, I want you to take this back home. And remember, in the same way Allah tells you, remember me, I will remember you. That is a system of Allah. Allah remembers us at times even when we do not remember Him. I know so many people who are far from Allah. He gives them. That's another verse in the Quran to say, even those who are far from Allah, He may provide for them for a reason. He will give them. He may give them on earth. They may have a lot. Not every time that you have things is it a sign that Allah is happy with you. And not every time that you are going through difficulty is it a sign that Allah is displeased with you. Sometimes you're going through difficulty because Allah loves you. That's in the hadith. And sometimes you have a lot because Allah wants to test you. So in the same way, the general rule is that you get close to Allah, you will find Allah getting close to you. when it comes to humankind, you make a little effort. In a lot of cases, the minimum is you get a reward for it, and you will make a difference. They will acknowledge to say, you know what, this is a good person. I want to give you my own example. Some years back, in 1980, my country, Zimbabwe, achieved independence from the British. And when that happened, there were people who ran away from the country, British people, who ran away from the country thinking that there's going to be a big problem and a disaster. But there was no problem and no disaster. The Prime Minister at the time, Robert Mugabe, decided we're going to forgive the people and we're going to start afresh and we're going to teach reconciliation and let the people live in harmony and coexistence to the best of our ability. I was a young boy in grade 1. And I remember how it was so different because for the first time, there was no apartheid. You know what's apartheid? I'm going to tell you in one sentence. They looked at the color of your skin, however fair or dark you were, that was a deciding factor of where you're going to live and what you're going to do. So whether you have a job or whether you're here or there, the darker you are, the further you are. Astaghfirullah. May Allah forgive us, that is worse than Jahiliyyah. It's wrong and we all know it's wrong. But as time passed, people were skeptical of each other initially. So you see, for example, a black man for the first time and you're like, hey, what do I do? You've been trained to stay away. That was wrong. You see someone looking a little bit different from you and you're skeptical. Should I greet? Should I not greet? What should I do? Can I sit next to them? Can I not sit next to them? You know what? We were taught at school at a young age to say that be kind to everyone. Smile at those who are different from you, because we're trying to heal. We're trying to grow. And I remember there was a lady, I was a young guy, I was still growing, who was very, very nasty towards me. I don't want to go into detail, we don't have the time. But I told my father, I said, you know what? This is what has happened. He says, just be kind. Every day greet and help. So I was one of the last guys in the classroom. I used to help pack up and all that. And this lady, she was not supposed to be nasty, but she was, okay? And she noticed this guy here stays and packs. He cleans the place, he greets, walks away. I did it for a while, maybe about 1.5 months, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, a long time. And one day, she called me and said, you know what? I thoroughly appreciate what you're doing. And you know what? You're the best. Like, from all of these, you're the best. From all of the students. And I thought to myself, oh, look, it's worked. What worked? If I gave up initially, it was going to be different. This was a period where there was reconciliation. When you are determined, even if someone is nasty to you, I promise you, you can change that. You can change that. The minimum is in their hearts. They will say, wow, these people are good. Look at me. Look at my dress. Look at my beard. Look at how I look. Do you think it's going to be easy to come and greet me on the street? Not at all. People look at me and say, walk the other way, you know. But the minute you break into a smile and greet them, morning. They say, morning. You have a mouth. You have a voice. Wow, good. You speak English. Oh, yes, I do. And everything changes. So that's my message for you today, to say, listen, it's not only all about results. We want the best results, inshallah. I pray for you. I make dua. It's a Friday. You pass with flying colors. Just say Ameen. Inshallah. Thumma Ameen. I heard that. But on top of that, be a pleasant person. Your community needs you. Your society needs you. Your country needs you. And the whole world needs you. Don't give up just because others are nasty. We're doing it for the bigger picture, not for the tiny little picture. Don't give up just because you see lots of negativity on earth. No. And don't ever be in a circle that teaches you to be nasty to others. It happens at school. Little groups of girls, little groups of boys, and they don't want the others. They make someone feel small. They make someone feel belittled. They make another person feel like they don't belong here. They make someone, we don't want to talk to her. She's not here. And they do it actively. And you, my dear, you come from a good home, but if your father knew what you were doing here, they would not be proud of you. So therefore, forget about that. We make a difference. People must come, feel warm. I want to end by telling you one thing. We established several masjids in many countries, and I remember one place in particular where there was a masjid that we established, and they explained to me what the problem was, that in the community the people are like this and like this. I just got up and I told them one thing. I said, look, this is the house of Allah. If you make people feel comfortable to come here, you get a full reward for everything they do when they come here. Imagine you go in and you feel so good that when you come out, you can't wait to get back. I want you to build an environment like that at your school. How do you build it? Be so kind to each other, so good, change it. Even right now, think about those people whom you don't really like so much. There are some, right? And promise yourself, I'm going to be good to them. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to greet. I'm not going to be a nasty person. I swear your life will change, their lives will change, and you look forward to getting back the next morning to school when you're still leaving the school today. You can't wait to get back. How many of you have that attitude? This silence will change the next time I come, inshallah. May Allah bless you all and grant you barakah, goodness. I don't wish to prolong so much. I don't know how much of time I have remaining. I have 10 more minutes? That's a bonus. See, when you're kind, you even get more minutes. Wow, mashallah, tabarakallah. So, I want to mention one other factor. We belong to a faith. The majority of you here are Muslim. There may be from amongst us some who are not. I want to tell you something as a Muslim leader or a person whom people look up to. It is your duty to ensure that you carry yourself in a way that depicts what the messenger, peace be upon him, stood for. Don't make people feel out of place. Similar message to what I just said, but now I'm adding religion to it to say, because it's a faith-based sort of a school, it's like it has a Muslim ethos, should I say. I see the hijab, I see these young boys, some of them wearing a cap and all that. You know what? MashaAllah, you need to thank Allah. But remember, not everyone is a Muslim. You respect others just like they respect you. As much as I believe I am right, there are others who believe they are right. They have a right on earth to believe that. So for us to be able to respect each other mutually, that's how we will be able to build a nation filled with diversity. People are different. Someone might have a faith, someone might not have a faith. Someone will have a different faith. All of that, to be honest with you, when it comes to the rights of the people and the fulfillment of the rights towards them, everyone is the same. The same right that allows you to be a Muslim allows them to be whatever they are. So remember to respect this. Don't ever belittle people, make jokes about them. The Quran says, وَلَا تَسُبُّوا الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّوا اللَّهَ عَدْوًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. Don't ever swear, mock, curse others who are worshipping deities besides Allah. Those who are not like you, don't ever mock at them or what they are worshipping, because as a result, they would do the same to you and you would have been the cause of it. You would have been the cause of it. So you are to blame and you get the sin for it. So Allah is warning you to say, people differ. When you differ, differ respectfully. No need to swear and abuse. We differ with so many people. We differ even in our own families, sometimes on a lower level. No need to insult someone. No need to disrespect someone. We are living in an age of social media. So many different platforms. Name me some of them that you are on. Say it again. Instagram. Something else? YouTube. Something else? TikTok. Something else? Snapchat. I heard that one there, mashallah. Okay. Have you noticed that the comment section is usually filled with more people. Everyone, sometimes more important than watching the video is to quickly go to the comments and see what the globe is doing and what they're saying. So people quickly go to the comment section, I knew this was there. So many times, you know what happens to me? I'm seeing a video, I have a comment in mind, but when I go to the comment section, someone already said it. So you just click like, it happens. So do you know that it's becoming, I mean, I'm on social media quite heavily, it's becoming dirtier and uglier and less tolerant in the comment section. People are swearing, people are insulting, and I always say, inshallah, I'll promote a characteristic in people whereby they comment with respect. Today I spoke about how to talk, how to make people feel. Even in the comment section, don't utter nasty things. If someone said something bad, you can comment to say, there was no need to say this. Someone puts a video you don't like. Someone puts something that's wrong. You can say, I disagree. Is that insulting? No. It's respectful. I disagree. Or, it's better not to do this. Or don't do this. People, I say, avoid this. So many ways of reminding someone. But can you say, you are stupid. You are this. And you come up with names and you swear them and insult them. If that's the case, you're never going to teach someone. Ask your teachers who are here. When they want to teach you, they have to be very patient. They speak to you so nicely. They repeat it again. Next day they repeat it again. Following day they repeat it again. When you've learned it, they teach another class. They tell you now you can go to the next class and so on. So remember, there is a lot of effort required. I see beautiful faces here and I see a bright future, inshallah. And I'd like to let you know, you can make a difference. Determination is something you need to have. Be determined, be focused, and Allah will grant you success. In the meantime, your heart will be cleansed on its own when you start caring for others. It's an Islamic teaching, and it's a teaching that all beautiful people of the globe believe in. Care for others. You look at someone, think about how you can empower, how you can reach out to them, how you can benefit them. Minimum is a greeting. And that's why the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ teaches us, and he says, خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ يَبْدَأُ بِالسَّلَامِ. When two people are meeting, the best of you, the better of you, are those who greet first. How's that? Those who greet first. If I see you, I mustn't wait until you say morning or hi, or in the case of a Muslim, assalamu alaikum. I don't have to wait. I can say it first. So what? Assalamu alaikum. The hadith says, oh, you were better. You were better. You achieved a reward. Inshallah, I hope these few words can motivate you, and inshallah, I hope that you can actually take a page and remember it, because I have a question, an exam question. Can I ask you? Who remembers what I said the last time I came here? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wow. Nobody. But you remember I was here. Did I say something good or bad? So you remember that it was something good. What was it? Anyone? I can excuse you because you were very busy in your examinations and you were very busy with work. But next year, no excuse. I'm going to come back and tell you, what did I say? And if you don't know what I said, I'm going to go down and I'm going to walk off. Is that a good deal? Is it a good deal? There we go, inshallah. Okay, so Allah bless you guys. I excuse you for this examination now, but next year, I'm going to ask you, I came last year, inshallah, if I do, what did I say? And then at least 4 or 5 guys can put up their hands. Make me feel good. Today, even if a few guys just put up their hands, I would have felt so nice, you know. Say, mashallah, you guys remember, you know. Okay, let me ask you one more time. Who remembers what I said last year? You guys are liars. Okay, all right. No, it's all right. Thank you so much. Barakallah fikum. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Want me to wait for a moment? Yes, there will be. Thank you so much, Mufti Menk. We really appreciate you taking out the time today and giving some great insights about our school theme. And we hope that all of you have learned at least one thing from Mufti Menk today, inshallah. So now we will have the Q&A session. So I will pass the time to Mr.
Can I just
Raza.
make a quick remark?
Yes.
Subhanallah, Mufti Menk, inshallah, they will not forget, because they have brought notes with them and they jotted down points. And they will memorize them, they will understand them, so the next year they will be able to answer your question, inshallah.
Inshallah khair. More important than my nose is to memorize the Quran, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah? But lovely, I'm glad to hear that, inshallah. Look, I am a father, and I really, if we didn't care for you, we wouldn't be here today. But we care for you. We want to see growth. We want to see you building good habits. That's why we are here. Let's move on to the Q&A, inshallah, and we can progress.
Questions? Okay, I'm going to go with the one closest to me.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sahil, and I would like to ask, what's one personal habit or routine that has helped you stay close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and maintain inner peace?
I think it's the getting up early morning for the morning prayer. I think that's what it is. To make sure that your day starts with a prayer. Salatul Fajr is very, very important. To get up and to do that is very, very important. I have my colleague, Sheikh Wael Ibrahim is here, and they know that when we travel together, usually for the Fajr prayer, everyone gathers in whose room, Sheikh? In my room. Tell them, everyone come to my room and we'll pray together. That's even today, even this morning. So I think that's, if you're asking me for one thing, that's a very big thing. If you get up in the morning early and don't sleep after that, your day starts productive, subhanallah. I came in, I've only had 2 hours of sleep, if I tell you. I'm traveling from Africa. I flew via Addis Ababa straight to Hong Kong. And you know what? It was a crazy long journey. But we are here this morning, and I don't think you would realize that I haven't even slept. But I don't mind. We started off with a prayer, and we will keep going until the evening, inshallah. Allah bless you.
Okay, next question. Okay, I would like to go with the girls' side this time.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Shamsa. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Shamsa. I wanted to ask, can you share a moment in your life when you faced a challenge, and how did your faith help you overcome it?
I think there was a lot of judging against a person who was a practicing Muslim at a certain point, especially when September 11 happened. I was much older, but I remember people just looking at you and thinking you were the one guilty for the crimes that were committed by someone else completely that your religion doesn't even teach. So there was a lot of misinformation, and a lot of times when people, they didn't want to associate, they didn't want to talk to you, you know, they look at you with a dirty eye and so on, and you feel it. And I think when we say faith kept it going is because we believe that we can make a difference when we continue to do the right thing, no matter what people think. And they change their perspective over time. I know people who didn't like me, and subhanallah, they don't need to love me, but at least they realize, not a bad guy, you know. And it's not just about me, it's about Islam in general. I remember starting an article in the newspapers in our organization back in Zimbabwe, where we just used to mention one verse of the Quran and explain it in a way that's beneficial for entire mankind. And there was a lady who wrote a letter to us, and she said, I used to hate Islam and the Muslims, but after reading your article every week for so many weeks, I've realized it's a good religion. I'm not going to be a Muslim, but your religion is good. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. So these are some of the challenges. You might face the same. You travel somewhere, you go somewhere. I see there are a few of you in niqab, for example. You know what? That's your right. MashaAllah, tabarak. People might not be so nice to you. Keep going. I'm proud of you. Wow, you did something that you believe in, and you have the right to do that. MashaAllah. Kudos. Good reward to you. But it comes with a price. And don't worry. If people don't like you because of who you are, I say they can fly a kite. Allahu Akbar. Have you heard me say that? You know what that means? If I wanted to say it in a nasty way, it means they can go to hell. But we don't say they can go to hell, they can fly a kite, because tomorrow they might pitch up in heaven as well, who knows? Allah bless you.
Okay, we got some time for a few more questions.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Asma from 3B. I had a question. I'm 15 years old. I love my parents so much. They care of me, they're worried about me, but sometimes I feel like they have anxious attachment with me, and I'm becoming an avoidant. Let's say, for example, when I go home from school, my mom called me asking me about my day, how it was. I said it was good, but it's a dry reply, you know? She wants to know more. Then I get irritated and annoyed. I feel like I don't want to talk anymore. Let's talk later. End the call.
Yeah, carry on. Don't
When I was younger, they used to joke like, I know when you will get older, adult, you'll be grumpy and you'll get distant. And I feel bad about it. I regret it later, whatever I say. So my question is, how do I improve this? How do I behave in such a way that ensures them that I love them? Because I really do.
Okay, mashallah, amazing. Did you see how when you were talking, your senior or your teacher was telling you maybe to be quick, I think, isn't it? Am I right?
Yes.
That's what you were doing to your mom. You follow what I'm saying? She's asking you, how's your day? You're giving a short answer. She wants you to be long and you want it to end there and then. You see how it felt here? And I'm listening and I'm thinking, let her talk, because I can tell you one quick thing. I'm in a position where I can answer in a lecture of 1 hour, but I want to give you a lecture in one sentence. Put yourselves in the shoes of those who are communicating with you in order to be able to have the best communication with them. That's the rule. Your mother, put yourself in her shoes. She loves you. She gave birth to you. She sent you to school. Your parents did so much for you. Can I tell you what? What are they asking you for? I had a friend of mine visited me 2 weeks ago in Zimbabwe. He works with me for the last 10, 15 years from England, but he visited me in Zimbabwe and I let him join me in my routine for a few things. One of the things I do, every night I visit my parents. They are very old. And every night after the night prayer, Isha, I go to sit with my mom and dad for an hour, 1.5 hours, What do I talk about? Anything they want to talk about, anything. Sit, my mom says, would you like some tea? I don't want the tea, but I'll tell her, yeah, I have a little cup. Just put some hot water and have tea. She feels so nice. I drank the tea. I didn't want it, but it's not like I was being hypocritical. I had it. It's fine. I made her happy. And then sit and talk to them and so on. And every morning, after the morning prayer, I go back again. It's 2 minutes from my house. I go back again and I sit. And I just, how are you? What's going on? Whatever. My father comes to the prayer to the masjid with us and we take him back. And sometimes he goes on his own when I'm not there, obviously. And when the others are not there, we're many in the family. But the point I want to raise is, what will make your parents happy? Just tell them a few things. Oh, my day was good. We went to school today. Every day, think of one story to tell. And you must tell Mama, I don't have much time, but every day I'll tell you one story. That's all. You got a deal, right? So you navigate, you reach halfway. And you make sure you tell them, I love you, I care for you. Do a few small little things. Once in a while, write them a little card, something, depending on your own family and how it is. But always put yourselves in the shoes of others. And you'll be able to have a much more impactful communication with them when you do that. That's a good response. Is that good enough, my dear sister Asma? Is it good enough? Next year you tell me how it goes, okay? Inshallah.
Inshallah.
I'll remember your name. If I don't, then you don't have to tell me.
Okay, there's a question from a junior student.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My question is, if a person mocks my religion, how should we handle it?
Okay, that's good. If a person mocks my religion, how should I be handling it? Number one, don't ever mock back. Don't ever mock back. So if someone mocks your religion, don't ever mock their religion as a result. Because Allah's already told you, don't mock others and their faith and so on. So if they mock your religion, it's a sign of weakness. Did you ever know that? It's a sign of weakness. Why would they mock your religion? Because they don't know what else to do. They really don't know. A lot of the times I have people who comment online, really nasty things about Islam. I tell them, this is the stepping stone towards entering Islam. They say, no, can't be. After a while, they come to Islam. I've seen it happening. Because they're so frustrated, they get to a level where they start swearing you, whatever. If they had anything that was meaningful against your faith, they would have engaged you. The fact that they're not engaging you, they don't know anything. They don't really have something against you. I'll give you one example. Many times when people are really frustrated and they want to lash out at the Muslims, they say, Aisha was 6. Have you ever heard that? Aisha was 9. When they say that, it means they can't pick on the whole faith from A to Z. There's no age of Aisha in the Quran, and the age of Aisha is totally irrelevant to the entirety of Islam. If you never knew it and you don't agree with it and you don't even believe it, it doesn't change your faith whatsoever. It's got nothing to do with the core teachings of Islam. But I can tell you something. They'll pick on that because there was nothing they picked on from everything else. Some would ask you, why do you pray 5 times a day? Let's talk. Why do you fast? Let's talk. Why do you have this thing prohibited? Why don't you eat pork? Why don't you eat? We can talk. But the minute you say, Aisha was 6, it means, I don't know what to say to you. I can just pick on something everyone's picking on. That's a sign of weakness. They don't know. I told you I'm a Muslim. There is a disagreement in Islam. They never used to keep age. How old was this one, that one? There's no age. Some of them say she was 19, some say 17, some say 16, some say whatever. And there is a narration that says 9 and 6. It might be in Bukhari, but there is an issue, even if it is in Bukhari. There is a discussion. We can't debate that there is a discussion. However, no matter what it was, I'm telling you it's irrelevant to your faith. Totally. If you die and you never ever knew the age of Aisha, do you think Allah is going to tell you, listen, you're supposed to go to heaven, but tell me how old was Aisha? Do you reckon it's going to be something of that importance? Not at all. So that's just picking on. Even the enemies of the time didn't pick on. So the same way, if someone mocks at your faith, respond in a positive way to say, you know what? Firstly, you might want to ignore them because sometimes to engage them in discussion might be a major problem. And if really there's an engagement, you could say that, you know what? This is not correct. And maintain your dignified response. That's what I would say. Or lead them toward, if they want to know the truth, lead them towards someone who's going to clarify it for them. Unfortunately, in most cases, they don't want to know the truth. They're just picking. They're just saying things. And that's how the world has become. We must maintain the dignity, inshallah. I think we're running short of time. But I loved talking to you guys. Next time, inshallah, we meet you again. And Asma, I'm going to ask you about your folks. Bi-idhnillah. By the will of Allah. Okay guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mufti Menk. I would request you to please stay behind because now, on behalf of the school, I would like to invite our principal, Ms. Zarina Ho, to give a vote of thanks and also give a souvenir to our respected guest.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, first of all, on behalf of our IKTMC family, thank you so much for Mufti Menk to come. And I also want to thank our brother Ibrahim. Yesterday he also came to our school. And also we have all other brothers. And I also want to thank SIT, really. SIT for making all this happen to our school. And if you realize, I don't know whether you know or not, yesterday, Brother Ibrahim, Brother Wayu come, and today Mufti come. These two were their first sharing in Hong Kong. Am I right? Yes. So please, this is the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And please always make dua for everyone of the Muslim. Whether they are like Mufti Menk, I'm sure many people make dua for him. And I'm also sure he will also make dua for every one of us. So always remember others. Okay, as he say, okay, today many things. But I remember one thing, Mufti. You say next year you will come, inshallah. Okay, so once again, thank you so much. I know you have to go to Macau. You know, actually, Mufti Menk say he just arrived, right, last night. And today he had very, really tough time. He come here in the morning, and immediately after this, he have to go to Macau. Okay, and then tomorrow he will start his long day with Brother Ibrahim and also others for 2 days. So please make dua, and now give a round of applause to all of them. Okay, thank you so much.
So may I please request Principal to give a souvenir to our esteemed guest? Let's take a picture. So the souvenir is actually written by our students and teachers, the signatures, and the drawing has been made by our student. Yes, may I also request the other brothers, Brother Wali Ibrahim, Brother Anwar, to please come to the stage. So let's see.
May I ask a question? Yes. Who started the PIC program?
Without his approval, would have never happened.
I also would like to request Mr. Ma to come on the stage to take a picture, and after that, we will take a group photo together, inshallah, with the whole school. Can I please request, please be seated for a wonderful IKTMC good photo.
One, two, three. Takbir! Takbir! Takbir!
Thank you so much for our esteemed guest to come today.
كن سعيدا كن فريدا عش بفخر في الحياة لا تبالي فالمعالي بالتحدي لا سواه